Hi there, my name is Mary Ronayne and I'm here in my studio in Kildare. I was meant to be having an exhibition at the Linenhall at this time, and unfortunately that'll have to be at a later date. So they have sent the artists who were to work there a list of questions to keep you better informed of what we do. Okay, so I work mostly with enamel and domestic paint. I liked the lovely glossy, gooey quality of the enamel contrasted with matte domestic paint. I paint mostly families and often through the possessions that they would have had or currently have. I like to interweave different histories and times. An example of my work is on the cover of the current Linenhall publication, and it's a reproduction of a Gainsborough set beside a contemporary settee and incorporating contemporary Farrow and Ball paints. Also behind me are two panels from a screen I was hoping to show you. It's a possession. It was a folding screen, and it was the property of the Knox family, a well-known Mayo family, so hopefully I'll get to show you that in the future. I get inspiration from magazines, digital, Google searches, stories, antiques. I love charity shop finds. Example of these that I collect, this beautiful thatched cottage in porcelain with a rose motif at the side. I have this in my possession. It is really quite tacky. Lovebirds in a cage. I love it, and so much so that last year for my show in the dock with Patrick Hall and Nishta Churaman, I digitally recreated that cage with the birds and then placed it onto a matte colour trend background and created a frame. During this lockdown, I will be working mostly on my website to start with, because it's awful. Please don't go there. My Instagram is much better, but that really needs an overhaul, and I will then get to work on some more interesting artistic things. I teach digital graphics and illustration, and I love actually incorporating the techniques I've learned there into my artistic practice. You'll see that a lot. Sometimes I draw like the canvases and get them cut out, so that allows for freedom from the more rigid, rectangular, traditional platform. And when I'm not teaching, I'm in the studio. I'm quite disciplined that way, and that is actually a good piece of advice to give anybody who's thinking of starting their own practice or just finding it difficult during this lockdown. I was advised about 15 years ago, just do 30 minutes a day, and 30 minutes becomes an hour, and before you know it, it's part of your life. So I hope to see you again in the near future. Take care. Thank you.